Oh, no, this isn't the new iPad mini. It's the iPad Pro from 2018. I just can't stop staring at its beautifully large screen. I love Face ID, and just using it in general just makes my heart flutter. This is the iPad mini, the 5th generation. And I don't really feel any of that. That's probably because the design is literally straight from 2015. Here it is next to the 2014 iPad mini 3. We don't have a 2015 iPad mini 4, but the design is similar, and it's already very hard to tell the difference between the new iPad mini 5 and the iPad mini 3. Apple hasn't really done much on the outside. The changes are all on the inside. And don't get me wrong, those changes are a massive improvement. It's just a shame Apple didn't try something different with the mini's design after 4 years of no refresh. Now, none of that means the iPad mini is a bad tablet. Actually, it's the best small tablet you can buy, easily. That's partly because there really isn't much competition. There's the 8-inch Huawei MediaPad M5, but it's not as powerful, or the Amazon Fire HD 8, which has far too many compromises, even if it is just $80. If you're looking for a small tablet, this is genuinely your best option. So what's the best part about it? Well, it's in the name. It's compact, it's lightweight, and portable. The 7-inch screen means I can easily hold it and use it one-handed. Granted, I have large hands, but it's perfect for reading. And there's also Apple Pencil support. And it makes the pencil far more usable in situations when you're not just at a desk. I've used it on the subway or on my way to work, even while walking around the office. The bezels do give you room to hold the tablet, but it doesn't stop the design from looking dated. Thankfully, the screen makes up for it by looking so darn good. It gets reasonably bright, and its 2048 by 1536 resolution keeps it looking sharp from a reasonable distance. You'll only notice pixels if you bring the tablet unnaturally close to your eyes. Apple has added a wide color gamut to improve the color range on the screen, as well as support for True Tone display, which changes the tone based on the lighting environment you're in. All of this keeps the screen looking natural, comfortable to view, and vibrant. Paired with the thick bezels is Touch ID, which I thought we wouldn't see again after last year's $330 iPad. It works just as well, and it's perfect for unlocking when the tablet is resting flat on a desk, but I do miss the convenience of Face ID and just glancing at the screen when it's propped up. The back of the tablet looks quite similar to its predecessor, basically like an iPad. These lines at the top are only for the cellular variant, and the SIM card is over here. There's a lightning port at the bottom, flanked by speakers. There's no alert slider or anything like that. It's just a power button at the top here, next to the volume rocker right over here on the side. Performance-wise, you're getting the same A12 Bionic processor that's powering phones like the iPhone XS, XS Max, and even the iPhone XR. That's a lot of power. I have yet to run into any issues on the iPad mini. Apps open quickly, transitioning between them is smooth, and so is multitasking. Gaming especially is incredibly responsive. The multitasking features you get on iOS do add some extra versatility to the slate, and I found myself using things like split view quite often. But while the iPad mini is a performance beast, I don't think it's an ideal tablet to get a lot of work done. It's a little too small for that, and there's no support for the Apple's Smart Keyboard. You can, of course, get a third-party keyboard or a keyboard case, but I found working off of it for a long period of time to feel a little cramped. It's perfect for light work, and far better utilized as a device for reading, gaming, or consuming entertainment. Going back to the Apple Pencil, I really love using it on this small form factor because it makes it easy to draw anywhere, whether you're in a subway or in a park on a bench or even at home. It's much more difficult to do on something like the iPad Pro with its 12.9-inch or 11-inch size. It's just a little more unwieldy, so you want a flat, stable surface to do that on. The downsides are the same that were present for the first-gen Apple Pencil, so the iPad mini only works with the first-gen Apple Pencil and not the second-gen Apple Pencil. I love the second-gen one more because it's matte, so it's not glossy, so it just feels more comfortable to hand, and it has this flat edge on the side so that helps you grip it when you draw. Better all, it connects magnetically to the iPad Pro and it wirelessly charges, whereas the first-gen Apple Pencil still relies on this clunky cap mechanism that you have to then plug into the iPad mini to charge and to pair it. So there's no place to really store it on the iPad mini as well. and I feel like it's a damn shame that Apple could have added the functionality of the second-gen Pencil into the iPad mini. Of course, the Apple Pencil is also a $99 edition, by the way, so it doesn't come with the iPad mini. So how long does the iPad mini last? If you use it sporadically for a few times a day, you can probably get 2 to 3 days out of it on a single charge, especially if what you're doing is some light work or reading. Spend hours with it on end, and it won't last as long. It can last about a full day, maybe less. In our battery test where we played a 10-hour YouTube video with maximum brightness, the iPad mini only lasted 4 hours and 45 minutes on Wi-Fi. That's really low, and there are several phones that can last far longer than that. So that's the iPad mini. It's really the perfect small tablet because there really isn't any other competition. I actually like a lot of things about this. I just wish they could have spruced up the design a little bit more, and I really do miss that second-gen Apple Pencil. If you can get past those gripes though, this is a perfect tablet if you're looking for something small. The iPad mini costs $400, and that comes with 64 gigs of internal storage, and you can buy the 256 gig version if you want more space, but that'll cost you more. It's available for order now. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, please like the video and hit subscribe to watch more content from Digital Trends.